Welcome viewers. Today we are going to discuss some important C questions that are that has appeared in different examination. We are considering the December 2020 questions from Computer Science and Technology Department, West Bengal Polytechnic syllabus 320S paper code. The questions we will be discussing, the same questions are important for many other exam. So let's start. So the first question is asking about the output of a program, C program. The C code says int x equal 5, y equal 10 and z equal 10, then x equal y equal z, print a percent dx. So what will be the output? That is, what will be the value of x here? So we have run the example in online C compiler, GDB compiler, and we see the output is 1. Now, so we know the answer is 1. Now we need to understand why it is 1. So for that, let's see the explanation. The trick is there, x equal to y equal to z. So this part, y equal to z, this is not an assignment. This part is basically a condition check or comparison. So in C, this is equivalent to this, x equal to y equal to z is equivalent to x equal to then bracket y equal to z. Now y equal to z is a comparison. If this comparison is true, then it returns 1. If it is a false, it returns 0. In this case, y value is 10, z value is 10. So y equal to z, this comparison is a success. That is, it returns true. Hence, 1 is assigned to x. So we get an output of 1 in the x. Because this value, the output of this comparison is assigned to x. So x becomes 1 if y and z are same, or if y and z are not same, then x would be 0. So you can try this when you compare. First try with y and z both 10, then make y 15. So in that case, output of value of x will be 0. So this question may appear in another exam where y and z may not have same value. In that case, output will be 0. Now next question. In this case, what will be the output? Int x equal to 10. If x equal to 10, then print true, else print false. So what will be the output? Now, common sense tells it will be going to else and print a false. Let's see. When we run through the online C compiler, we get an output of as true. Then we also printed the value of x and we see it is 20. So let's see. Here x's value is 10, but when we are printing at the end, we get 20. How it is possible? Because initially x is 10. Inside the if statement, we have x equal to 20, but we should have x equal to 20. But this is not an comparison operator. This is an assignment operator. So a 20 value of 20 is assigned to x instead of checking the value of x. So in any assignment operator, if it value gets assigned, then it returns a true value. So x is assigned a value of 20 and it returns 1. So it becomes if 1. Then print true, else print false. So if 1 means always true. That is, it is printing true. So it will print true, and to confirm our statement or understanding, we have printed the value of x. So we see that value of x is 20. That is, 20 is assigned to x. That's why this becomes 1, returns 1, this assignment operation. And if 1, so it is true. So true is printed. The next question, a complete, detailed and precise step-by-step method for solving a problem independently is called, so this is basically a definition of something. So what is the thing the definition says about? It is algorithm. It is a definition of an algorithm. Let's see what are the different properties of an algorithm. So for a good algorithm, the input will be specified, the fixed set of input. So it may have or may not have a fixed set of output depending on the input, of course, but it will always be definite. That is, no ambiguity. all steps that the algorithm follows to arrive at the output are fixed. They are definite and they are clearly defined. Similarly, it should perform the task effectively. It will be finite, like it ends after a finite number of steps, so no infinite loop. Similarly, accuracy, however how many times you run, if you provide the same set of input, the output will be same always. That is accuracy as well as reliability. So these are all properties of an algorithm, and you see that this question says all this a complete, so all the steps will be there detailed in detail, there will be no ambiguity, and precise step by step. So after the first you have to do this, then you have to do perform this computation, all that should have been there. So then that is a basically algorithm. That is the definition of an algorithm. So going to next question. So it seems the question is incomplete here. So as per my understanding, the question will be something like this. Comments cause the computer to print the text after the double slash on the screen when the program is executed. Is it true or false? Now we know that comments are for the programmer to understand, to it helps to understand and the code and for documentation purpose. Comments does not get executed or comment does not get printed to the output. So it is a false statement, right? So let's go to next question. Dash errors are detected by the compiler. So first, before answering this question, we need to know a little bit about the errors. What are the different type of errors that may occur or that may happen in a C program? Let's see, these are the different kind of errors, like syntax error. Five kind of errors we are talking about. Syntax error. What are the syntax error? Like some semicolon is missing or some bracket is missing. So compiler can easily detect this kind of errors. Now semantics error, like uninitialized variable or type compatibility. In suppose you have written int I equal to text talks. So this text talks cannot be assigned to an integer variable. So this is a type incompatibility. So this kind of uninitialized variable we have started using similar to null pointer in case of C, in case of Java. So this is uninitialized variable. These all can be detected by the compiler. But there are other errors like logic error. We have used some wrong formula for computation. We need to compute something, suppose maybe principal amount or percentage error or the amount of interest on a fixed deposit, but we have used the wrong formula. So that compiler cannot detect or identify the error. Similarly, linker error, when object library files are missing or wrong name of the library functions are given. Like we use C use many lot of standard library files that are actually separately compiled and object files are created, and during the runtime the linker actually combines them and make an executable file. So during that time, many problem may occur. Something like this, the file may be missing or the wrong name. So those are linker error. Compiler has nothing to do with this kind of error. Similarly, any error that occurred during runtime, like division by zero, some variable value has become zero, and so the division by zero error occur, or file does not occur. The program is supposed to read some file, but in the system the file is not there, or somehow we have deleted the file. So these are the compiler cannot identify this kind of errors beforehand. So these are runtime errors. So this is also cannot be identified by the compiler. So what will be the answer? Basically syntax error and some kind of semantic errors. These are kind of static semantic errors. So these two kind of things can be detected by the compiler: syntax error and some semantic errors. But other semantic error, dynamic semantic error and logical error, this cannot be detected by the compiler. Now a dash cannot be used as a variable. So let's see, a keyword cannot be used as a variable, a number cannot be used as a variable, also any special character such as plus, minus, star, multiplication and ampersand, all these special characters cannot be, symbols cannot be used as a variable in C. Now, single character constants are enclosed within single quotes. For example, character A equal to character C equal to A. So, A is enclosed in single bracket. So, this is how we write a character variable. There are dash many reserved words applicable in C language. So there is a full table of reserved words, and that consists of 32 number of reserved keywords. So if you are well conversant with C, you should know almost all of them. So there are 32 number of reserved words. Also we can say keywords. Now, in which of the following language the instructions are written in the form of zeros and ones? So there are three level of compilation, and three level of programming language: the assembly language, then high level language, and machine language. So let's see the whole detail. In the high level language, that is Python, Visual Basic, Java, C++, these are all called high level language. In this case, the writing a program is very easy, because we write like similar in English: pay rate equal to this, hours equal to this, the salary, as we do in normal life. We do write this. Then this needs to be compiled. This machine, a computer cannot understand this, so it needs compiler. So it first get compiled to assembly language, then it again assembler compile it to machine code, like zeros and ones. In case of assembly language, it is somehow this kind of mnemonics are used: LDA, load, add, STA, store, etc. These are mnemonics codes, and these are used to code the program. Then an assembler make this to binary machine code or binary language. But machine always understand this binary language, and this is also called as machine language. So zeros and ones are in machine language, and nowadays nobody writes code in machine language. We prefer high level language, and sometimes for efficiency or fast performance, assembly language codes are written. Also in embedded system microcontroller, we need to write the assembly programming we need to do. And an assembler, in case of high level language, a compiler compiles into binary code. In case of assembly language, an assembler is used to create the binary code, that is machine readable code. Machine understands these zeros and ones. So the answer will be the machine language. Let's go to next question. Any C program A must contain main method, need not contain any function, need input data, none of this. So let's see the basic structure of a C program. So header is this, the include file or header file, standard input output.h. Now inside main, this main should be there, int main or void main. If you are writing int main, then you need to write a return 0 statement. If it is a void main, then no need to write any return statement. And after main, the second bracket starts and this curly bracket ends. In between this is called the body of the program. Here we declare the variables, then we write some statement, then finally returns. So this main function is important because this is where the program starts execution. So main should be there, main must be there, otherwise the program will not compile or will not run. Because main is the main entry point of the program. When compiler or the execution starts, it starts from the main and go step by step, line by line, as C is a procedural language. Whenever it encounters any function call, then it goes to that function, but otherwise it will execute step by step. Then again, when return from that function, it will again execute the next line. So main function need to be there. It is a must. So the answer is main. It must contain a main method. Go to next question. Which of the following statement is true? Use of comments reduce the speed of execution of a program. Comments serve as internal documentation for program. Comment lines are executable statement. In C, we can have nested comments. Let's see one by one. So see some properties of the comments. Comments start with slash star and end with star slash. These are multi-line comment. These are ignored by the compiler. C compiler do not care about how a program looks, indentation and spacing. Documentation of your program is always important. So the comments are used for documentation purpose. So we see that in C we have nested comment. This is false because we don't have nested comment, but we have multi-line comment. And single line comments are written by double slash. So comment lines are executable statement, false, because comment lines are ignored by the compiler. Now, use of comment reduces the speed of execution. No, because comments are ignored by the compiler, and compiler creates the executable file excluding the comments. So no effect of comments on the speed of execution. So this is also false. Only the comments serve as an internal documentation for the program. This is the true statement, because comments help in understanding the program later. For example, if suppose this is an sample program, here you write the comments that declare variables, then after declaration we print our message on the screen. So these will not be executed, or this will be ignored by the compiler during execution, during compilation, but this helps the programmer later on that what he has done in the code to understand that. So as an internal documentation, so comments are useful for internal documentation. So answer will be B. Next question. So given the statement a equal to 10, b equal to 20, then determine which of the statement is false. So we need to understand one by one. So first statement, the statement a equal to plus 10 is valid. So you see this is not valid, because the statement should be a plus equal to 10, then it is a valid, because a plus equal to 10 means a equal to a plus 10. So valid statement. So this is not valid. So this is false basically. Answer will be A. But we also look at B, the option B, the expression A plus 4 by 6 into 6 by 2 evaluates to 10. Let's see. In case of B, we see A plus 4 by 6 into 6 by 2. This will be done as A plus, so from you see that this 4 by 6 will become, so we need to first perform this division operation, then star operation. So if we do the division operation, then this is 4 by 6 will become 0, and then 6 by then stars, then 6 by 2. So in this case 0 into 6 is 0, then by 2 this is again 0, so it will be 10. So this expression evaluates to 10 is true. Now let's see the expression, second expression evaluates to 20. Let's see the second. So here operator precedence is left to right. So left to right, from this side to this side. This is the operator precedence. And normal operator, this first we should do perform the operation like division and multiplication has same precedence, and plus and minus has same precedence. So if we encounter division and multiplication, then we first perform the division from left to right. So if from the left we first encounter a division, we perform that. Then we encounter a multiplication, we need to perform that in this way, from left to right. If two operators have same precedence. So in this case, multiplication and division both have same precedence. So from left to right, we first encounter this division, so we do this first. Then we encounter this multiplication, so we do that next. Finally, we do this division. And at the end, we do this plus. Let's see the next one. So next one also similarly we have done, and we received that that the final value is 20. So this C is also true. Let's see the D. The statement A plus equal to B gives the value 30 to A and 20 to B. So let's see that A plus equal to B, this is same as A equal to A plus B. Increment A by amount of B. So A is, we have given 10, B is 20. So A becomes 10 plus 20, 30, and B is also given 20. So this is true. A becomes 20, A becomes 30, and 20 to B, B becomes 20. So all others are true except that the statement A equal to plus 10 is valid. This is not valid. So answer will be A. So see you in the next video. Thank you.